Nobody tells you this when you retire, but the car you drive at 68 is more important than the car you drove at 38. At 38, you can deal with a breakdown. You can call a buddy. You can crouch under the hood in a parking lot. At 68, a breakdown on a highway in July is not an inconvenience. It is a medical risk. And yet, the car market treats seniors like an afterthought. Dealerships push brand new sport utility vehicles with monthly payments of $500 on people who drive 6,000 miles a year. That is financial malpractice. After 22 years of working on cars, I have found 5 sedans you can buy right now for under $5,000 that are more reliable than 90% of the new vehicles on dealer lots today. Comfortable, easy to get in and out of, cheap to insure, cheap to maintain, and built to run another 150,000 miles without drama. I saved the best one for last because it is the closest thing to a cheat code in the used car market for seniors. Let us get into it. Number 5, Mercury Grand Marquis. Number 5 is a sedan that every police department, taxi company, and limousine service in America trusted with hundreds of thousands of hard miles. And you can buy one that a retired couple babied for 15 years for less than $4,000. This car is all about comfort. I had a gentleman come in 2 years ago, 72 years old, who had just sold his truck because he did not need it anymore. He said he wanted something comfortable, something easy to work on if anything went wrong, and something that did not make him feel like he was sitting on the ground when he got in. His budget was $4,500. I asked him one question. How do you feel about a car that rides like a lazy boy recliner doing 70 miles per hour? He looked at me sideways. 2 days later, he bought a 2009 Mercury Grand Marquis LS with 88,000 miles for $3,800. That was almost 2 years ago. He has put 14,000 miles on it. Total repairs, $0, oil changes, and a set of wiper blades. Here is why this car belongs on the list. The Grand Marquis is built on Ford's Panther platform, the same platform that carried the Ford Crown Victoria and the Lincoln Town Car. This platform was in production for over 30 years, and it earned every single one of those years. That longevity makes it reliable. The engine is the 4.6-liter modular V8. It is not fast. It does not need to be. What it is proven. This engine family powered millions of fleet vehicles and police cruisers across the country. Ford refined it over decades. It uses a timing chain, not a belt, so there is no $800 timing belt job hanging over your head every 100,000 miles. It is paired with a 4-speed automatic that is about as complicated as a toaster, and that is a compliment. Simple means nothing to break. But the real reason I recommend the Grand Marquis for seniors over the Crown Victoria is this. The Crown Victoria was predominantly sold to fleets, police departments, taxi companies, and government agencies. Those cars were beaten to death. The Grand Marquis was the civilian luxury version, bought new by people who drove it to church on Sundays, kept it in a garage, and changed the oil every 3,000 miles, whether it needed it or not. You find one of those, and you are getting a car that is practically new under the skin. The ride quality is outstanding. Body-on-frame construction absorbs road imperfections like they do not exist. The seats are wide and cushioned. The doors open wide, so getting in and out is effortless. The trunk is enormous. Visibility is excellent with that tall greenhouse and low belt line, something modern cars have completely abandoned. When you are shopping for one, check the lower ball joints. That is the most common wear item on these cars, and it is a $250 fix. Also, check the blend door actuator by running the heat and air conditioning through all settings. If you hear a clicking noise behind the dash, that is about $150 to fix. Neither is a deal breaker, but both are negotiation points. Number 4. Honda Accord. Number 4 is a sedan that has been boring people to financial freedom for over 40 years, and you can find a clean one right now for well under $5,000. I say boring as a compliment. Boring means predictable. Boring means you are not calling a tow truck. I had a couple come in last year, both in their mid-70s. They had been driving a 2006 Buick Lucerne that finally gave up on them. Transmission failure. They did not want to spend more than $4,000. I found them a 2010 Honda Accord LX with 112,000 miles for $3,900. The wife did not love the idea of a car with over 100,000 miles. I told her what I tell everyone. On a Honda Accord, 112,000 miles is Tuesday. You are not even halfway through this car's life. The 8th generation Accord, from 2008 to 2012, is the sweet spot at this price point. The 2.4-liter K24 inline four-cylinder is one of the most proven engines Honda has ever built. It uses a timing chain. It produces 177 horsepower and returns close to 30 miles per gallon on the highway. RepairPal gives the Honda Accord a reliability rating of 4.5 out of 5, ranking it first out of 24 midsize cars. Annual maintenance costs average $400 compared to $526 for the midsize segment. The probability of a major repair is just 9%. Here is the inspection checklist. First, check for excessive oil consumption. Some K24 engines in 2008 and 2009 can develop piston ring wear. Pull the dipstick. If the oil is low, keep looking. Second, test the automatic transmission on the highway. Pay attention to shifts between third and fourth gear. Any hesitation or flare means trouble. Third, check the cabin. The controls are large, well-marked, and intuitive. No complicated touchscreen to fight with. For a senior who wants Japanese reliability and low maintenance costs in a right-sized sedan, this is one of the smartest buys on the market. Number 3. Buick Lacrosse. Number 3 is the sedan that General Motors built specifically for the comfort-first buyer, and because it says Buick on the hood instead of Lexus, you can pick one up for thousands less than it deserves. A customer of mine, a retired school principal, came in about 18 months ago. She wanted something quiet, comfortable, and luxurious enough to feel like a reward after 35 years of work. Her budget was $5,000. I showed her a 2013 Buick Lacrosse Leather Group with the 3.6-liter V6 engine. It had 94,000 miles, one owner, and a full service history. The price was $4,700. She sat in it and did not get out for 5 minutes. The leather seats, the whisper quiet cabin, the ride that floats over everything. She looked at me and said, "This feels like a $30,000 car." I said, "It was," in 2013. The second generation Lacrosse from 2010 to 2016 is the one you want. The 3.6-liter V6 produces 303 horsepower, uses a timing chain, and has direct injection. Kelley Blue Book owners give it a reliability rating of 4.7 out of 5. Active noise cancellation comes standard on most trims. The seats are wide and supportive. For a senior who values a smooth, quiet driving experience, you cannot do better for under $5,000. Inspection checklist. First, check the timing chain tensioners. Some early 3.6-liter engines from 2010 to 2011 had timing chain stretch issues. Listen for a rattle on cold start. If you hear it, walk away. 2012 and up had this addressed. Second, check the power steering. If the steering feels notchy or heavy, the motor may be wearing, and that is a $700 repair. Third, check the touchscreen. The early CUE system from 2013 is known for delaminating. It costs about $400 to replace. Bottom line, you are getting genuine near luxury for economy car money. The depreciation has already done its damage. You have everything to gain. Number 2, the Toyota Camry. Number 2 is the car that mechanics recommend to their own parents. I have personally told my mother, my aunt, and 3 of my neighbors to buy this exact car. Every single one of them thanked me within a year. The 2012 to 2014 Camry with the 2.5-liter 2ARFE engine can be found right now with under 130,000 miles for $4,000 to $5,000. And that engine is designed to run 250,000 to 300,000 miles. You are buying a car that is barely past the halfway point of its life for less than some people pay for a couch. A woman called me last spring. She was 69, recently widowed, and had been driving her late husband's pickup truck. She hated it. It was too high to climb into, too big to park, too expensive to fill up. I found her a 2013 Camry LE with 108,000 miles for $4,200. She has put about 9,000 miles on it since. Not a single issue. The 2012 redesign resolved many of the oil consumption issues that plagued the 2007 to 2009 models. The engine uses a timing chain. The transmission is a refined 6-speed automatic. RepairPal ranks the Camry third in reliability among midsize cars with average annual maintenance costs of $388. The probability of a major repair is just 10%. For seniors, the Camry checks almost every box. It is easy to enter and exit, with excellent visibility and straightforward controls. It has a comfortable ride, great highway stability, and fuel economy of roughly 25 miles per gallon in the city and 35 miles per gallon on the highway. When shopping, avoid the 2007 to 2009 model years. Stick with 2012 or newer. Check the dashboard for cracking in hot climates. Test the air conditioning thoroughly because compressor failures show up around 150,000 miles and run about $600. If you find a 2013 or 2014 with documented service records under 120,000 miles or under $5,000, buy it that day. Do not think about it overnight. Number 1. Toyota Avalon. This is the sedan I tell every single senior to look at first, and almost nobody does because they have never heard of it. That is exactly why you can buy one for so little money. A man called me about 2 years ago. He was 74, a retired engineer. His wife needed a car. She had been driving a 2005 Lexus ES330 that finally needed more work than it was worth. He wanted something with the same feel, quiet, smooth, refined. His budget was $5,000. I said 3 words, Toyota Avalon. He paused and asked, "Isn't that just a big Camry?" I said, "No, sir. It is what Toyota built when they wanted to compete with Lexus using their own name. It shares its engine with the Lexus ES350. It has a longer wheelbase, better sound insulation, and more rear legroom than a Mercedes E-Class. And because nobody under 60 has ever thought about buying one, you can pick up a clean example for the price of a used laptop. He bought a 2008 Avalon XLS with 92,000 miles for $4,600. Leather seats, power everything, JBL sound system, heated seats, dual zone climate. Original sticker price north of $35,000. He got it for $4,600. His wife has put 16,000 miles on it. Total maintenance, 2 oil changes, a cabin air filter, and a new battery. Under $200 total. Here is why I am obsessed with the Avalon. The third generation, from 2005 to 2012, uses the 3.5-liter 2 GRF EV6 engine. It is arguably the most reliable 6-cylinder engine Toyota has ever produced. I have personally seen 4 of these go past 300,000 miles with nothing but regular oil changes. No turbocharger to fail. No direct injection causing carbon buildup. The timing chain is designed to last the life of the engine. 268 horsepower for effortless highway passing. Combined, 23 to 25 miles per gallon. Now here is what should make you angry. A 2010 Avalon XLS with 90,000 miles sells for $4,000 to $5,500. A 2010 Lexus ES 350 with the same mileage sells for $7,000 to $9,000. That is a $3,000 to $4,000 difference for vehicles that share the same engine and virtually the same reliability. The Lexus has a nicer badge and slightly better trim. That is it. Under the skin, they are engineering siblings. For seniors specifically, the Avalon is engineered for exactly the kind of driving you do. The seats are wider and softer than the Camrys, which increases comfort. The door openings are generous. The trunk is 14.4 cubic feet, enough for luggage, groceries, and a folding wheelchair. Inspection checklist. Check the water pump. On the 2GR-FE, the water pump is internally mounted. If it leaks, coolant mixes with oil. Check the dipstick for any milky residue. This failure is uncommon but expensive, roughly $1,200 because of labor. Check the starter motor around 130,000 to 150,000 miles, and find one owned by a senior. Avalons were bought almost exclusively by older, careful drivers. An Avalon with grandparent provenance and 80,000 to 100,000 miles is one of the best value in the entire used car market. So there it is, 5 sedans that the market forgot, but mechanics did not. The Mercury Grand Marquis with its living room ride. The Honda Accord that bores you to 300,000 miles. The Buick Lacrosse with luxury car comfort at economy car prices. The Toyota Camry that your mechanic recommends to his own mother. And the Toyota Avalon, the best-kept secret in the entire used sedan market for seniors. Like if this helped. Subscribe for more straight talk. Drive safe. Take care of your car, and it will take care of you. Take it or leave it. I will see you in the next one.